more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what, yo? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what, yo? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 19 Borogodo.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Umu wame.
Voice for the voiceless.
Umu wame.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Nigeria watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Nigeria watch you.
People should know that just simply because they didn't like the NNPP in Kano, we defeated them flat in 2011. They took it away from us by force. We were not prepared to face them then. We said, allow them. There will be time when we will have the strength to fight back. That time came up in 2023. We defeated them flat. They padded their votes. They padded the votes. They didn't get up to 20% of what they had announced for themselves. They used the INEC, they used the security forces to do that. Yet, they couldn't get the numbers to beat us, even where they cut off some of our figures. And I have said this on a program here. I hope you will remember. They went to tribunal. We thrashed them because they don't remember history. They went and seized the members of the tribunal, gave them a written judgment, which they read through Zoom. We let them. We appealed. At the Court of Appeal, they went and seized the judgment, wrote the judgment in their own language. The first one, they gave them a whole written judgment, which they read. They know that we know. In the second one at the Court of Appeal, they wrote judgment, but they failed to rewrite the conclusions of that judgment. And because those judges were clever people, they allowed them to read what they gave them, including the conclusion. And the main body of the judgment gave APC judgment. But the conclusion, which they didn't change, gave us judgment and fined them. And because they were fools, they couldn't understand. So we went to Supreme Court. Whether you know or you don't know, there was a revolt by the Supreme Court judges that they will never tamper with the judgment of Kano. I say this on record. They know we know. So, I have never seen in the world where there is a compromise in legal issue. So the compromise is that every governor, whether qualified or not qualified, if they should leave Kano, everybody should be left on his seat. Now, they came again through the other side on the issue of emir. If we have governor, they insisted they must have an emir. What has emir got to do with the politics? After all, there were 5 emirs, yet we won the election. I hope Nigerians are listening. There were 5. We won election. So if you install another one, just one, how could he defeat us?
Right, in any case.
That is not the issue, Charles.
Right.
I have to land.
Sure.
I want to tell federal government, including my friend, President Bola Tinubu, that he should be mindful of Kano politics. It will destroy his presidency. They never agree on any issue. I had an inherent knowledge of how we dealt with the politics of Kano during the MPN when I was the youth leader. They never agree. Each of them, for example, I know of very powerful people from Kano, including some rich men who came to meet the president and tell him that they should remove Abba Kabir Yusuf, nothing will happen. And the man I know, Tinubu, should have been smarter than what he is by telling them that, fine, nothing will happen. How did it happen that you didn't win election in the first place?
So you're making some very interesting points there. How do you think Kano politics might destroy President Tinubu's presidency?
If Boko Haram can hold the Nigerian nation, Nigerian military, security agencies to ransom for the last how many years? 12, 13, 14?
Yeah, since at least 2009, possibly earlier than that.
They should be careful with us. We've come of age in Kano.
That sounds
I don't want to say much.
That sounds like a bit of a threat.
I'm not threatening anybody.
Okay. So let's just get finished.
This affect maybe his political, or I should rephrase that, how would this affect his political future in the state?
Thank you. Just as I was saying, these vehicles were vehicles that the PDP used in the last year's election, though the PDP lost that election woefully. But taking away the wind from the sail means that PDP's performance would diminish as the campaign commences, because these vehicles are purpose-built for campaign. So how will PDP go about their campaigns if what they have always used have been given to the APC to strengthen the party by no less a person than the deputy governor? And besides, you have over 30 Sienna vehicles that have been branded.
Okay, I understand you talking about what he has. Andrew,
strength is adding to the party and to the campaign of the APC, and that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes, I'm riding on the point you are making. I'm riding on the point you are making, that he is providing vehicles for your election. And now you're adding to the fact that it used to be vehicles that was used for PDP. So I'm asking you, how is this going to affect his political future? You are a member of another party and you're supporting another candidate. Is it the governor that will determine, because the statement that was in the news was the governor said anybody can support who they want to support. How does that really play out, really, for the layman who doesn't understand the intrigue?
It did not start today. The point I'm making is it did not start today. In 2023, the governor supported Labour Party. I'm aware. Even the governor offered me the Labour Party ticket. So it didn't start with Shaibu.
This is not, I'm sorry I keep interjecting. Andrew, I'm sorry I keep interjecting. It is not just the governor that is watching. It is not just the governor that you are playing for. You're playing for the people. I'm asking you as a respectable party, how will this, you are a candidate of the APC, for instance, what would your national body say if you up today and say you're going to support the PDP for an election? I'm just asking you as a layman.
It's a matter of personal choice. A situation where you have a candidate that is unsellable, you have a candidate that does not have a voter's card. The present candidate of the PDP does not have a voter's card. So you don't force people to do what they don't want to do. The deputy governor was being humiliated. What did the PDP do? He has a right to freedom of association. He has been excommunicated from the PDP, right? He was not treated well, and he has a right to support whoever he wants to support in the election. The Constitution gives him that right. And it's really up to, there's not PDP again in Edo State. In my local government, for instance, the entire ESCO moved into the APC. The entire party ESCO in my local government. If we say all politics is local, does PDP exist again in Edo State? It is in name PDP exists. Virtually all the party members, the candidate of the PDP, the no one is, today joined us in the APC. The campaign director of Aswa Igodalo joined us today in the APC. So what are we not saying here? We are not telling ourselves the truth. Shaibu is just one out of many. The PDP candidate contested against 9 persons. None of them are with him. They're all supporting the APC candidates. And that's politics.
So what? Okay, it is politics, but in the legal parlance and for the ordinary citizen who supports either APC or PDP, what would be the ideal thing to do? If you choose to support one party, wouldn't it make sense for you to relinquish your membership of one party and move on to the other?
My question is, did Obaseki relinquish his membership of PDP last year when he supported the Labour Party? So I think it started with the governor. All the Labour Party candidates were picked from the House of Assembly in Government House. I'm aware I was offered the ticket of the Labour Party. So if that becomes a trend, so why will anybody complain now? It was a trend last year. So what has changed?
All right. So let's move on now and ask you what the potential,
which of course has been accepted as a norm in the PDP. So it is for us to be happy. As an APC member, do you expect me to be sad? I'll be happy because we have people from the opposition, I mean the ruling party, of course, which is a sinking ship, support our candidate, support our party. I will be very grateful.
Let's ask you about other things. Andrew, let's ask you. All right, let's ask you other questions then. How might the involvement of high-profile figures like Adams Oshiomhole impact the effectiveness of the APC Campaign Council and the overall election strategy for September 2021?
Yeah, thank you. Remember, Oshiomhole was a governor who performed very well as governor of Edo State. And before that time, he had served very well as president of the Nigerian Labour Congress. And you know, recently, people started saying, wow, the NLC has bounced back to the Oshiomhole days. He did very well in that capacity as governor of Edo State. During his time, he built drainages across all the major roads. We had walkways. But as we speak, we have a government in Edo State that will build roads first, and 2 years later, they will build drainages. In GRA, as we speak, the governor is blocking all the roads, constructing gutters in roads he completed over a year ago. So what we have is a system where the governor who took over from Oshiomhole refused to deal with the erosion problem. And I think the wealth of experience of Comrade Adams Oshiomhole will be very handy for this incoming government of the APC in Edo State. And it is Oshiomhole's performance that we're using as our barometer for campaigning. Namely, the university he built in Iyamo, the only functional hospital we have, which of course is a secondary health facility, is the one built by Comrade Adams Oshiomhole. And I think we'll be campaigning using that as a leverage. There are many other things he did, as we talk of the Red Roof Revolution. We have this government, you mentioned this exam malpractice thing. It never happened in the history of our state that exam questions will be leaked by those in government. If it's the same government, either the permanent secretary or the commissioner should be sacked. A situation where a counselor saw exam questions for an exam that was to be done on Friday, and they apologized. I don't think that apology is acceptable. The permanent secretary should either resign or be sacked. The public examination, because you want to boost the rep of public schools, you leak examination questions to public school teachers to prepare their students. What kind of future are you preparing for Edo people? So that's why we are saying we want to revive Edo State. My candidate has a 5-point agenda, and if I have the time, I'll just run through.
Today's Tuesday, 18th of June, 2024. Thank you very much for your time with us. I appreciate every one of you there. We have a lot of people on the comment section already, but I will not be able to mention all names today, but I want you all to know that I appreciate everyone right there equally. I'm going to God bless you. Now, mother of all mommy diaspora, good evening to you, mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. Thanks for being there always. I appreciate you always. Thank you so much. Then we have Peggy Modi. Thank you very much, Peggy Modi, for rejoining the membership program. God bless you, man. Thanks very much for all you do all the time, your encouragement. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Jeko Obedient, thank you very much. Good evening to you. I appreciate every one of you right there. As you're right there, please do your part by pressing on the like button. Help us to share, hit $, encourage our work here today. CXL, I can see right there. Do like watch. It's good to hear from you. Thank you very much. Good evening to you all, my people. Thank you very much, Shizoba. I can see you as well. He's also said, Joshua, Aya, it's good to hear from you as well. Adelaja Ogumbiyi, God bless you all. Mother Stella Masevedo, Leonard Anozie, Edward Equavon, Wisdom Lucky, Grace Ioa, I can see you as well. And many of you right there already. Thank you so much, guys. Help us to do your part, and just keep sharing. We have a lot to talk about today, things that's affecting you and I. We need to do this, but before we do this right now, I'm going to go on a very quick break. Then when I come back, we'll move on, because I can see there's something that we need to sort out right now. Something just came up. So bear with me, guys. I'll see you guys shortly. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for your understanding. I appreciate you all right there, my people. Samson Amoroye, great mind. Thanks for joining us today. Mode, Do One Day. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name properly. Please understand with us. Black Panther, my brother, right there on the comment section. Looking forward to see you on the panel. Thank you very much, everyone, right there. Thank you. Adewale, Jenny Bayale, Willow, I can see you as well. Now, God bless you now. Yes, it's getting tougher in those states. And meanwhile, Tinubu don't tell them say Nigerians not the only one that is facing poverty right now. So not to they talk, not to they complain. Make una calm down, make una bear the pains. Or some other countries are also suffering. Now me reinterpreting like that for now. Because for Tinubu to tell you say not be only Nigerians they suffer right now. Let's say the talk for social media, it's too much. Make una shish for once. Now I say, okay, what do I know? Let me bring it to you guys so that you guys can see what our president is talking about. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Now, God have a blessing now. I only just have, I think two articles that I have for you guys today? Okay, I have 3 articles, which I'm going to take. We'll take this together. Okay, thank you, Black Panther. Thank you for joining us already. I don't see you. Thank you so much. Okay. Guys, you guys do your part. Press on the like, but press on the dollar sign. Now, what did they happen? I don't still offend somebody. Press on the dollar sign. Always encourage us. Even though that $1 we see, they means a lot. By Buy me coffee, press on the internet. Let's do this. But you can see right there, Igbo should discontinue investment in Lagos because they are not protected. IPOP warns. Okay, now IPOB say make Igbo people disconnect investment in Lagos. So I also might bring that one. Let me bring another one to your screen quickly because I just want us to start talking straight away. You know, Mr. Jonathan, I know you're on the backstage, but unfortunately, we can't add you now. Your system is not authorized yet. But meanwhile, let me take on this while you work on that. Yes, Nigerians not only ones facing poverty right now, says Tinubu. President Bola Tinubu has said that Nigerians are not the only ones facing poverty in the world. While admitting that there are poverty and suffering in the land, Tinubu said the challenges must be tackled. One of the ways of tackling them, he explained, is to eliminate banditry and terrorism so that farmers can return, and they say cab. Okay, can return to the farm. But you should have been talking about the only way you can, you can stop this, is by reducing the cost of governance. That one, let me be the expect make a year. That's you. Now wow. Anyway, I would like us to really take the last one that I have for you guys here, so that we can move on. Okay, the last one I have for you right here is the one you have, the pathetic one. 5 persons killed as terrorists attack Southern Kaduna communities. Yes, it has become a normal thing in our country where people just die like chicken and everybody move on the next day like nothing happens. It's crazy, but it's the reality. Right, my people, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. We're just going to start talking right now. If you get the link, come in and let's talk about the things that's affecting us. If you want to call in as well, it's the best time for you to call in because we are going to move on right away. As I know, I don't just 1 hour to talk about, do my presentation today, so we need to talk straight away. Okay, no calls is coming in right now, so I think I need to just go straight to the panel so that we'll take it from there. Callers will come back to you later on. Thank you very much, Josh Blue Share. God bless you. I appreciate all you do. I really do appreciate it. My pocket never run dry. My people, thank you so much. Thank you. Really, I can see just coming in as well. Thank you, everyone right there. Abu Isaac, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. God bless you. All right. The first person on the panel is Black Panther. Today, now, Mr. Jonathan, I go take over this platform today, to relieve me a little bit. Mr. Jonathan, I hope you're available to do this as usual.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, for those of you coming in, come in right now. You can see what is happening in Edo State already. Philip Shaibu does support Okpeworo. That yes, but he went on by saying that during the 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi Obaseki support. Now first time they hear this one though, I know say we know they know all this thing finish like that. He said he put one leg for Labour Party, he put one leg for PDP. I was like, what? How is that possible? Remember, he was the deputy governor then to Governor Godwin Obaseki. So how? What happened? Is this a confession? Or I don't know. We'll talk about that. I'm not so I'll say I know they talk from the beginning, so I'll leave that for you guys to talk about it yourself. But meanwhile, Net Media came out saying that Asre Ighodalo doesn't have confidence for himself. He's hiding other people's umbrella to campaign for himself and all that. How true is that? I don't know. But I thought I should bring that video in as well. Let's talk. My people. Now, God bless you now. Press on the dollar sign, my people. Encourage our work so that we can do more for you. Okay, we have Mr. Mori calling in already. Okay, let me just take this call. Mr. Mori, thank you very much for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes. Hello, sir. Are you there?
Yeah, good evening. Service.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. We are listening.
My greetings to panelists, audience across the globe, leaders on the other side of the comment section. The other day, I didn't have. I was on the show. My internet got interrupted. I didn't have time to come back. a lot of jabs were thrown at me. You know, I'm not bothered by it. But my concern here is the way Madam Rita spoke at the last end, at the tail end of the brokers. We should be willing to accept the same way she's dishing it out to people. If we continue in that trajectory, I think it will not be nice. So we should mind the way we talk to other people. And at the tail end of the show too, Mr. CM asked some salient questions. The way things are going, if Tinubu will win again, he didn't win in the first place before. By our vote, he might not win. But the way we behave as Nigerian voters, some of us behave, he might even win this time more than he didn't win before. Because the things we blame others for doing is exactly what we are doing. You know, when it comes to us, you will find the easy way to, to make it look good because it's affecting us. The time it's not affecting us, we don't need the other way around. And for Shaibu that is castigating Basaki, everybody knows how he left PDP. The kind of game he played with Basaki before he left. So, it's just, I don't blame the politician. I blame the people that, accept everything that is thrown at them. Today, I might not have time to talk about a lot of things. I have a lot of things I want to say. If I have time, I will join the show.
Okay.
But I want to make this thing, everybody should pin this man down, please. Just, I want to say this. If we don't go careful, if we're not careful about the way we are going about those politics, besides it's not this one down, we might come into it, we'll come back to it as a reference point in the future.
Okay.
My officer you just mentioned, among all the candidates, he's even worse than Tinubu and Buhari. He doesn't want to talk to Edo people, he doesn't care. The only time he has spoken, the only 2 times we have watched him talk is about how to take care of leaders. The other one in America, how he cannot differentiate Zoom. And again, if we don't go back this election with care, not this one down.
Thank you.
In case of future reference.
Come to the panel, sir.
The politics stays on the tripod. South, Central, and
come to the panel, sir. Come to the panel. Your minutes is up. Come to the panel.
If we're not careful, just let me make this statement, please, so that let me end on this one. If you're not careful, although there will be a spoiler for Igodalo, and Igodalo will end up not winning, and we end up again producing the worst among them, which is our commissar. Everybody should know this one down. In the future, we'll come back to talk about it. And we'll be here again complaining about governance in Edo State.
Thank you.
And God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Let me take another call right now. We have Madam Rita, I lost your call right there. Okay. Maybe you can come to the panel. Just come to let me call on the first person. Okay. Black Panther, thank you very much for joining us. God bless you. I would like you to talk to us. You have 8 minutes, and after your submission, Mr. Jonathan, just take over. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Najawat. Can you hear me clearly, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Please hold on. Kingsley Ogeraki, thank you very much for the support earlier on. Just Blucher once again. Peggy Mondi once again. Ashizoba, Shukwa Meka, thank you very much. God bless you all. I really do appreciate you all for this. Go ahead, sir. Black Panther, you have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naija Watch. May God bless you. May God give you every of your heart desire.
Thank you, my brother.
You are the wonderful thing that Nigeria has been looking for so long, more than a century. You are a son of the soil who notice things and bring it out the way it is. If anybody does not love it, let him go and sit somewhere and sleep. It is good for someone to sleep so that his body will be reformed when he wakes up the next day. That is what they need to do. And I want to thank Mommy Diaspora. Mommy, I love you. God bless you. You are the best of all. You are the best. I thank you for your consistency, and we are following suit. I want to thank everyone that are not here, that are coming in. I want to thank the commenters. Oh, you guys are top notch. Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Mr. Jonathan.
I'm here.
I think I think we are beginning to have a pathway to a good Edo gubernatorial election. We are beginning to have a good pathway. And what we need to do, we need to form alliance. Let's stop all this, you know, I don't like politics like that, but you know, sometimes there's a way it comes and something will just happen and like that. You tilt it. Sometimes you tilt it. I like tilting it. When I tilt it, I'll make the person unstable. I'm just using logic and what my lecturers taught me in psychology. You see, there's a point, there's a rally point for you and I to sit down and look at the table very well. Let us throw all things apart. Let us just focus on the table. And let us not focus on what we hear or what they say. Because politics, when you are politicking, it might not really bring out the good picture of what we want to see. Now, I know we have a rally point, and I want us to discuss more on that meeting point as time goes on. And now, Mr. Nigel, God bless you for showing that video where that brother spoke about people that are stupid. Was it not stupid? He said stupid, isn't it? Mr. Jonathan, was it not stupid?
Yes, he said they are bandits.
Yeah.
They are bandits and stupid.
Yes. He said its stupidity has nothing to do with your educational status, has nothing to do with your wealth, has nothing to do with, you know, your where you stay. Stupid, a well-educated people can be so stupid, as well as a poor person can be very stupid too. And he made mention of one thing. He said, in Nigeria, we have more stupid people than those people that think critically. And he made mention of one thing again. He said, obedient acted in a way that they thought that was our mistake. That man got it. Look, I was clapping for him when he was analyzing the past. He said, with the obedient, we believe that other people are reasoning like us. We believe that the judges were reasoning like us. We believe that the lawyers were reasoning like us. But we never know that stupidity has no. It's like the symbol of justice. That woman that closes her eye, that's no. It don't know nobody. It can be inside of anybody. So that I will now come to the Edo State politics. You see, the former deputy governor, he was thrown out politically. It was not, that was a political game. But the governor did not know that it's going to work against him because he didn't think it. Maybe it was pride and ego that made him to do that. Politics is all about you put it on the round table and you talk. Dialoguing is the main thing. You dialogue on the table and you don't throw the ship that you rode on, that you rode on to your own promised land. Now, the deputy governor said the governor himself was in support of obedience. That means that's a question mark and that's a red flag. That means the question to us now is to ask ourselves, who did he voted for during the presidential election? Who did he voted for? For him to speak it, he has sat down with him and they have drawn a plan and what they are going to do. That is exactly what he said. And that's a fact. Because it's coming from a man, an insider, who was deputizing for the governor, this present governor that is going. Now, let's come to what he said. He said, we have two homeboys. He said the Labour Party and the APC. And now the PDP are saying their man is an homeboy. Then he now asks a question: where did he voted? Where did does he vote in Edo State? That's another question. So it is now very clear that the game is open. And Madarita said one thing. He said the way we are going about it now, we might end up bringing in the parties that we don't want in that house, government house. And that's a statement of fact. Because we have to negotiate among ourselves. YPP and other parties have to negotiate among themselves and collab for one person to go in there. Now, we don't want PDP. We don't want APC because we are not stupid. It is not, I'm not insulting you. We are not stupid. And I believe anybody that goes on that side is more or less described as the description of that man. It is stupidity. A party that has not given you anything. A party that has made you to curse. A party that has made you to starve. A party that has made your children get out of the school. A party that has ruined the state of Nigeria. A party that doesn't want us to come together to fight the formidable force of the constitution. And their tentacles are spread into every state. And what they do in the federal, that is what they are doing in the state. Because they are what? They are machines that rigs election. They are machines that rig election. And when a party indulge in rigging election, that party does not mean well for the development of the state, nor mean well for the growth of the country, Nigeria. That party is indulge in what? Divide and rule. And that is what APC and PDP is all about. I said one thing here. I said Olumide Akpata is riding on the force of destiny. Is riding the train of the majority. Is riding the train of the mindset of every poor Edolite that have suffered, that have not had that right to have good roads, good light, water flowing in your house. The man, Olumide Akpata, is bent on changing the narratives. He doesn't care about where this governor stop. The fundamentals, the thing that will bring about the growth of wealth in those states, we need to put that in place. And that is security, light, water, and good education, free educational policy from primary school to secondary school. That is what we need. Every Edolite must be educated. Children must be educated. I can remember those days. Edolite were top notch in education in the entire country. But now, what do we have? What do we have now? Our children are coming out of school because they can't pay school fees. Their buildings are collapsing. We need to put a strong foundation and a strong law that will support that foundation, and continuity will be the watchword. And we need to start putting people that are patriots, that love the state, that love Edolite, that love the people. And that is in the person of Olumide Akpata Osagbobo. Because, as they say, it's not from my mouth, it's from the opposition. He is an homeboy. But we have said it, but people rebuke us because he has schooled all his life in Edo State. His university was in Edo State. He knows the in and out of Edo State. He knows everything, but he's not a perfect man. But he's driving the train to perfection. That is why he wants to come in and do the selfless service by making sure Edo State bounce back. Bounce back, because if you want to write the history of Nigeria, you write the history of Edo State first before Nigeria. That is who we are, and that is what we'll be till this world ends. We are the shining light, and we are the brighter light for this country, and we need to develop our state. And who can do that for us? That's the person of Olumide Akpata Osagbobo.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to say here, let me say the last statement. Sorry, sir. We have a rally point. The rally point is we, LP, and other parties that have not been in the circle before of this destruction should come together and make a uniform force so that we can rescue Edo State from the hands of the cannibals. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Black Panther. Thanks for your submission. Yes, I agree with what you said when you talk about collaboration. The only problem we have in Nigeria when we talk about, but before I start, let me greet everyone again. Mr. Black Panther, thank you very much. Welcome. I greet Mr. Elvis. Once again, I greet you. I greet all those on the comment section and those that are listening. I greet everyone, all the callers. God bless you all. You see, as I was saying, the issue with collaboration, or the problem we have with collaboration in Nigeria, is that we say it, but we don't actually do it. Go through the process of collaborating. And I'll give you an example. In 2023, because it's not far away at all. When in PDP, Wike came up with his grievances, and the 5 governors, they all came up with their grievances. The man that they had these grievances against, which primarily these grievances were centered on Atiku, the flag bearer of the PDP. Atiku did not collaborate. He refused. He played arrogancy and stubbornness all through. He was doing it in a shabby way. He was arrogant all through. But at the end of the day, he paid the price, which is exactly what the Dr. Charles Akuki was saying today, that we always underestimate some people in Nigeria. Even the intelligent underestimate the intelligent as well. People underestimate each other so much in Nigeria. In other words, we don't give respect to each other. If Atiku had collaborated effectively, perhaps it will be a different story today. Even if he's not the president, but the landscape, the political landscape that we have in Nigeria today will have been different. But he refused. So I will bring that to Edo State. So when you talk of collaboration in Edo State, which is fine, which is all, that's what life is. We listen to each other. You listen to facts. You try to come together and reach a compromise. Like, as they say, you lose some, you win some, and then you all get to the center and agree. So it is on the Labour Party to come out and explain to each and every issue. That is the candidate of the Labour Party. He will not leave it out to surrogate. The way Atiku did, he was thinking that, like as they would say, like play. He lost. They showed him. Because he was playing, wishy-washy game with them, sending delegates to them, sending surrogates to them. He didn't come out openly. No, he didn't do that throughout 2023. The next thing you hear, you see surrogates saying that he has sent delegates to Wike. He has sent delegates to the 5 governors. They are talking. There was nowhere where we actually saw Atiku himself on camera, face to face, sitting down side by side with these people, discussing their grievances. He never. So he was not ready to collaborate openly. He was not ready to compromise. Atiku was not ready. So that was the issue. So the same thing applies here, and it is, politics, as they say, is just like a game. It's, every 4 years we have an election. It's a process. It's a cycle. It comes back, that's why they call it election cycle. It comes back again. It's the same thing. We just refine it each and every time. So if Labour Party is dancing with this issue that some people have against their candidate, against the party, if they are dancing against it, trying to be smart,
that they want to place, they want to play smart with it, they will pay the ultimate price on election day, because they will have lost so many people, and that will make the difference. This is my concern. Some people have expressed it. The way it stands right now in Edo State, it will, at the end of the day, APC candidate will become the governor of Edo State, and that will be a disaster. That will end up to be a disaster for Edo State, even for the people of Edo State. Because
you are very right. You are very right, Jonathan.
So it is incumbent on the candidate of Labour Party to address all the issues. The issue of impropriety during primaries, he has to come out and address it. Call all the people that are involved. Call them together, one-on-one. That is politics. But if they think that they can play it through, like they want to, shovel it down the throat, no, it's not going to happen. Because as we speak right now, whether Labour Party supporters like it or not, they have lost vote already. It might not be enough for them to lose the election, but they have lost votes as we speak. And that's not politics. You want to add more. You don't want to have minus. The more the merrier. You want to get more people on your side. You don't want to lose people. Because as you are losing people, before you know it, that will be the margin on election day. 20,000 votes, 22,000 votes. And that will have been at that point in time, it's all over, as they say in sport. The game is over. So my advice is I will encourage them to collaborate. Yes, I'm using, when you talk about collaboration, yes, that's why I'm speaking to it. That if they really want to collaborate, they have to speak to issues. They must speak to issues, because we are Nigerians, we like to shovel things under the carpet, and that, people will just get over it and we just move on. Exactly what Dr. Charles, that video. I'm glad I joined the broadcast from the onset today, and I'm able to listen to that, man, because I learned a couple of things there today, things that I've not learned before. That is life. We continue to learn till the day the Lord calls us home. We'll continue to learn every day, and I learned one or two things today. So it's a plus for me today. Yes, the analysis that he gave was empirical facts. One angle that I personally have not even looked at it from a perspective that I have never looked at Nigerian problem from before. I saw it today. He kind of boxed the entire problem of Nigeria in a very few, if you want to write it, maybe one paragraph, 2 or 3 lines. That's our problem. Most Nigerians, not to generalize, most Nigerians are bandits. He used the word bandits. Most Nigerians are bandits, because we have come to learn that bandits are only the people that, kidnappers, the Fulani herdsmen, those people that kidnap and goes to people's farms to damage their farms, destroy their farm produce, rape their women, and all. Those are the people we see as bandits. But no, the police that continue to give cover to the criminals that are in government, they are bandits. Those people that are collecting money every electoral cycle, 200 naira, 1,000 naira at most, with a bag of Indomie, they are bandits. And most of them are not even children. Most of them are adults. So it has no respect for age at all. Stupidity has no respect. So when you look at it, so when we start calling categorize it like that, maybe, just maybe, people will begin to understand that, no, I'm not a bandit. I'm not a bandit. We have to define it that way. We must actually put it in perspective. Because your action is buying people the way the Fulani are buying farmers. There's no difference at the end of the day. Lives are being lost. When you collect 500 naira or 1,000 naira or 2,000 naira and you vote for a criminal, you are a bandit, because when the criminal gets into office, all his policies and action leads to end the lives of so many people. So there's no difference between people that are collecting money. There's absolutely no difference at all. So that's why I can say with empirical fact that most Nigerians are bandits. The judiciary, the judges that circumvent the court process, they are bandits.
I'm 100% in support of you, sir.
It does not matter how educated, how learned they want to call themselves. They are bandits, because your action at the end of the day has led to so many lives being lost, people being impoverished every day in the country. Poverty rate is increasing every day because of your action. You are a bandit. There's no difference. You can wear suit, you can wear tie, you can wear babariga, wear stash babariga with your cap and everything. It doesn't change anything. You are a bandit. And I think because one thing Nigerian just doesn't like is being called bad names. They can be bad, they can be wicked, they can be satanic, but they still want to appear as a good man outside. They want people to see them as a good man outside, whereas they are not. So when we call them exactly, even if it does not matter, even if you are a lawyer, you are a judge, you are a senator, you are a police officer, it does not matter. We know that you are a bandit. I think this is a perspective we must.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Just 10 seconds. I just want to tell Mr. Nigerian, you see that man video, Nigerian, please let that man video be that brother, that uncle, that great man that spoke about this bandit and stupidity. If you can be playing it every day, now it will sink into Nigeria, and it has changed my concept too. A lot of things that are not are fine-tuning it now.
Every day.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you very much. So that's just, it's unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate that that's who we are. We don't like bad names, but that's who we are. Most Nigerians, those the policemen that stay on the road collecting bribes, you are a bandit. There's no difference between you and that Fulani man that we call bandit. It's like the case in the Bible. You are looking at the eyes of a man. You don't know that, the one in your own eyes, is even bigger than the person you are criticizing. Your own fault is even worse off than the person you are criticizing. That's our case in Nigeria. So I will just leave it at that. It's so profound today. It just got me thinking. I always like things that will make me to even go and read it. That got me thinking. That I will sit down. I think this got me thinking. Actually, very simple, straightforward, but profound. So I will just end it there, and I just hope, Mr. Elvis, I want to say this finally. Now that the APC finally have inaugurated their campaign council, maybe, just maybe, Monday Okpeolo is now ready to talk, because I don't know how somebody will become a governor of a state without talking. I don't understand how somebody will say you want to become governor. You're not nowhere that we have nowhere.
I beg, Axel, it won't be like your father now. The one day on top.
That is exactly. If the people of Edo State vote for, so they are bandits. All the people that will vote for this man, you are all bandits.
Bandits, all of them.
If you end up voting for this man, you are a bandit, because at the end of the day, what he will do to Edo State, to you people of Edo State, in fact, we can't even, what we're seeing now is paradise. What Edo State is experiencing now, the state of Edo State now, the condition, you will look back, you will say you are living in a paradise during Obaseki compared to what is ahead of you, if you allow this man to become the governor of Edo State. So I will leave it at that for now. Thank you very much. I believe Mr. Alex.
I think somebody has joined us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, how are you
fine.
doing?
I'm okay.
Yes, yeah, please.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, my fellow political gladiators. I'm very excited to join you today in this audience table of Mr. Najawash.
Please go ahead.
I want
Please
to
go ahead.
yeah. Okay, thank you. I want to bring a euphoric salutations from my domicile or from my physical synagogue here. I'm very happy to always be here. Sometimes the network won't allow me. Sometimes my schedule won't allow me, but today I'm glad that I have time. Mr. Jonathan, I was listening to you. Yeah, a lot of times I agree with you. Sometimes I don't agree with you, but today I'm strongly behind you. Yeah. I want to start from that man that said he's gonna, if Boko Haram can hold Nigeria hostage, that Tinubu, it will destroy Tinubu presidency if it doesn't stay out of Kano politics. For me, that is a treasonable felony. That's a threat to the Nigerian state. Where are the DSS? They're supposed to swing into action, to call him for questioning, to squeeze him and ask him the meaning of those things. And put him in custody. It's a threat right now. So this goes to show you that Nigeria is not Nigeria as you think about it. So because some people think they are more Nigerians than many of us. If a man from the south says something like this, by now, DSS Edo State or DSS Delta State, DSS Abia State, DSS, all of them will be mobilized against him. Tomorrow morning, you hear breaking news. He has been picked up and he's been squeezed at the DSS headquarters in Abuja. But this man is going scot-free for daring the Martinonipos of the present administration of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, using the past, using the problem of the country to make example. That means he knows those behind the Boko Haram. He's saying it on the live program. So is the DSS only powerful in about going about kidnapping and having a rendition of Nnamdi Kanu? Is the DSS only powerful when it comes to people from other sections of the country or other regions of the country? Are we really in a country, or we are just in a business space created by the British, manipulated by the British, but orchestrated by some of us due to our personal greed, caprices, avarice, and stomach infrastructure? So where are the DSS now? I was thinking the Arise man was going to even caution him, sir. That is a very profound and is a statement against the Nigerian state. And the Nigerian constitution gives the Nigerian president, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, to fight against threats to the nation. Using all the forces, the military, the infantry, the marine, the air force, whatever, at his disposal. So what do these people think they are? Who do they think? Who do they even think they are in some sections of the country? They just say things and they walk away scot-free. What did Igboho say that landed him in jail for, or that kept him running for so long? What did Nnamdi Kanu say? And what has this man said? These scenarios are not very different. Yeah, they are different in stories, but it's about the Nigerian state. If there is a country called Nigeria, let us be objective here. This is not time for APC or PDP or Labour. This is the time for us to look at issues objectively, openly. Let everybody put on their thinking cap. Why will he say that? He even called the name of the president. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! What an audacity! What gods? What an audacity. He even mentioned, he said, he even quoted the name, the years of the insecurity in Nigeria. He quoted Boko Haram. Then he called the name of the president and attached it with bringing down his presidency. Oh my God. Oh my, we who are social scientists, by the grace of God, political scientists, public administrators, we don't joke with such comments. In less than 1 hour, you should be picked up. This is where expertise, this is where, knowledge comes in. The Bible says the children of Issachar were people that have understanding of time. There are people that have understanding of things. That's why the president have advisors, legal advisors, political advisors, agricultural advisor, defense, whatever. What are they all doing? The ministers. So this man said this on an international space, live program, and he walked away scot-free. Because what? His name is Galadima, right? Or his name is from a section of the country. And when we talk about Nigeria being controlled by the Northern Cabal, people come at us. People come at us. Brothers and sisters, are you aware that in 1897, invasion 1897 took place in Benin Empire? And other regions were also forcefully destroyed, invaded. Did we hear anything about the North? My history, if my history serves me right, the North were made an agreement. An agreement was entered when the British and the colonial masters, the present-day NATO forces, when they got to the North, they made an agreement with them that they will not fight them, they will not do anything with them, but they will want them to cooperate peacefully. And they allegedly made an agreement with them that they will forever make them dominate. One of the states in the North also have this slogan that they are born to rule. My God. And we are just here quiet. Was this where Nnamdi Kanu was shouting? Shouting, he must have gone around it in a wrong way, but his message was true. Did he not tell us our PVC was useless and it to be useless? Was it not proven? Was it not proven right in 2023? As at 2023, brothers and sisters, Nnamdi Kanu was already in prison, but what he said was 2-3 years before then, and it was right. Who switched up beavers? It's not from the south. It was in Abuja. Who was the INEC chairman? So guys, I know it's not about regionalism, but we must wake up and question the 1914 amalgamation, and question how we became Nigeria, and question why our national anthem is being changed, and question the name, the flag Nigeria. What does the colors truly stand for, and why are a section of people always of the country always talking, against the Nigerian state and going scot-free? This has been my thinking. I've been soliloquizing on this matter. When that guy got to that point, my eyeballs were almost falling off from my eye socket. My goodness, I opened my eyes, staring at my computer. I said, what? Look at the audacity. And you tell me Nigeria is one. Nigeria is one, right? If I, Mr. Alex, was on that live program, I said such a thing, 2 hours later, you will hear that I'm in custody. If an Igbo man does that, oh, it's IPOB. It's IPOB. It's IPOB. It's Biafra. They are nuisance. They are killing their people. Wake up and smell the coffee. That man, I call on the DSS, Edo State chapter, to make an immediate phone calls or telex or whatever to the DSS in Abuja. That man has to be summoned with immediate effect. He has committed a crime against the Nigerian state. He has committed a crime equivalent to the treasonable felony. He has insulted the Nigerian president. He has told us he knows who are those behind the insecurity in Nigeria for the past 12 to 15 years. He has a lot to tell us, because he told us he will just stop it there, that he will not say much, that he will make President Ahmed Bola Tinubu administration to go down if he doesn't stay away from the Kano politics. Hey, this is beyond APC now. This is us telling ourselves the truth. We are not one. We are being ruled. We are being captured. It's a captured state. No wonder they will never allow electricity, because people are benefiting from a section of the country. If it was a Benin man who supplied generator to the whole country, Nigeria would have been having electricity by now 24 hours. They would have taken the license from him and closed that chapter. If it was a Benin man who is in charge of Dangote, or Benin, it would have been a thing of the past. Open your eyes. There are forces behind those names. The Dangotes of this world. It's not Dangote. It's the Northern Cabal and some Southern collaborators, unfortunately. But we continue to blow the trumpets in Martinonipos. We continue to sound the whistle. We continue to be the Zimbabwean Harare. as watchmen that God has set us on social media. Thank God for the advent of social media. We continue to speak. It took more than 30-something years for South Africa to get it right. So we are doing well. There are people that will never hear Arise, but they will hear Nigeria's program. There are people that will never understand on Arise program, but on Nigeria, as we break it down for them, they will have a better understanding. The country, there are questions that we must ask ourselves. Why are some people committing treason and they go scot-free, and some people are in prison against the court injunction? Somebody just called out the Nigerian #1 citizen's name and its administration to be brought down, and we are still going scot-free. It's going scot-free. We are going like nothing happened. So I don't want to go in the part of the APC. That's beyond party right now. Let's go to the APC in Edo State. For me, APC Edo State is like a zombie, like a walking dead. Because how can your party be destroying the whole country nationwide? You brought a man to us. You campaign, although you didn't win Edo State, but I saw you campaign along my streets. I saw you campaign along the market areas in my area. I passed through the traffic light that your campaign team, the traffic jam that your campaign team was causing me in my area. I went through stress because of your campaign slogans, mantras, and activities. How come all your campaign manifestos are not being carried out, or they are being carried out? How come we are in this quagmire? How come the country is like this?
Mr. Alex,
Tell me.
1 minute. You have 1 minute.
Yes. As for the APC Edo State, for me, I don't think they stand a chance unless they want to do it. They want to replicate the Mahmoud activities, the Mahmoud Maladorious saga that announced election in the wheat of the night, that switched up beavers and against the Nigerian constitution, collected results manually instead of digitally. After 380 billion was expended on the election, you told us there were glitches, and up till now, those who call themselves
Alex, sorry, Alex, don't forget to speak on the Edo State too.
Yes, I'm there, but they gave me 1 minute. Let me just round up. As for me, the PDP, there's a problem I have with the PDP in those states. Let me just round up with this. Yes, the APC has done all the evils now you are seeing with Buhari and Tinubu. Guess what, gentlemen and ladies? The PDP we had in Edo State, if they had done well since 4 years, there will not be problem. Your conscience will not even allow you to talk about PDP in Edo State because they lied to us. They've been the political Maradona, the political fraudster since 4 years in Nigerian history. I mean, in Edo State history. They promised a lot of things, and they are telling us they are all in pipeline, like the Gelegele Seaport. Edo money was spent on it at the initial stage. Now it has vanished into the thin air. The International Cargo Airport, Edo money was spent to bring expatriates to do the landscaping. It has vanished. Obaseki kept quiet when Fulani herdsmen was killing people across the country, and some governors were fighting back. He kept quiet. He promised to build mini stadia across the local government to engage youth in sporting activities. Nothing like that happened. And we are owing up to 600 billion, if not 800 billion, close to $1 trillion. Where are those monies? And the governor just ruled us with a Mr. Najawa and Mr. Jonathan. Let me stop it here. Labour Party all the way. Olumide Akpata gives us a fresh, a breath of fresh air. And I know that come September, Labour Party is going to be in seat in Edo State. We should watch out for INEC. We should watch out for APC antics, like they did at the federal level. We should watch out for the incumbency of the PDP Edo State. Edo State must stand firm, count their vote, defend their vote, fire for fire. PVC for PVC. This is my humble logo marquee, and as usual, my logo marquee I leave here without logo apache. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. I'm sorry I took a bit more time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Thanks.
Mr. Jonathan, please let me take this course, please. Thank you. Okay. Sir. All right. Mr. Shemize, thanks for calling in, sir. Please. Good afternoon. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, I greet everyone. Mr. Alex, I disagree. Let me correct you. Let me say this. In terms of what Galadima said, please listen to what you've said. You get it wrong of what you're telling us now. You know, you get it wrong, please. I listened to what Galadima said. I don't know how you handle this, your topic this way, but you have to go and listen to what that man said, please. It's very important. You see, all these people that are coming out and bamboozling the video I don't know what's the name of that guy. That video, I didn't take that video. Anybody can come out and say whatever they want to say on this election. You know, when it comes for the party itself, I'm not about the party. I'm about the personality of the individual in respect of Asue Igodalo. So all these things they are talking, saying, even the abuse, the Obaseki do this, Obaseki do that, all of them, it's this time around is election time. Anything can come out. Anybody can say whatever you want to say. Because you want to ridicule one person, so this person is number one. Shaibu know that his numbers doesn't belong nowhere. He's partyless. That's why he does. He came out and said, "Homeboy." What does homeboy means in this election? Say homeboy. So other people they are from Moon or they're from Kafanchan. All of them is Edo indigenous. Nobody just like a tree there, like just come out like a tree. All of them is Edo indigenous. Let them just put this thing on their heads. Not cascading everybody. So now, I want to ask this question. The people that are campaigning for...
All right, you have 10 seconds. 10 seconds, sir. 10 seconds.
Okay, the people that are campaigning for Olumida said he reformed MBA. You reformed MBA, the Nigerian bar session. Then we have the judiciary regeneration.
All right. Thank you.
What did he reform?
Thank you.
Thank you, Nigerian Watch. He got me so short. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let me take another call quickly. We have a lot of people trying to call me right now. Hello, Madam Origin. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you, ma. Please talk to us.
Hello.
On Origin, I've already welcomed you since. You know the queer us. I don't know why. Thank you, ma.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. Nigel.
Good evening to you once
great
again.
Day. We do our civil duty. I thank Mr. Alex. Please, I doff my hat for you. I was going to talk about, you just gave it all. You gave this particular topic, the issue of Buba Galadima. You gave it a full attention, and I thank you for that. It would have been, my text today would have been the southern elite, the southern good people that are in the politics, trying to do catch-22, but God will help them to find their leg to do what is supposed to be done for the South people. I greet you, Mama Diaspora. I can't forget it. I must greet you. I must salute you. Thank you, ma. Thank you for giving us this, your son. I don't want to say anything. If I begin to talk about him, I'm going to lose my time. So, Mr. Niger Watch, I salute you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
this light is working. I want to take us back to what one time, this thing is part of what keeps me awake. Madam Luke, thank you, wherever you are. This particular extract, she said, one marvels at the never-ending cycle which sees the southern politicians play into the hands of their northern counterparts. And they look like they are doing something, they take pride in what they don't know, playing into. And when they are expressing content to them, they don't even know. All the ones that are botting and all the ones that are playing into gallery. Today is one of those days that if they wake up, they can do something. Now, let me come to the people I am representing, the Edo people. I thank God today. I have seen a few come here to say, please plead with my youth. Please, I'm begging you. I can't stop begging you. Go and start researching. You see what the media, Nigerian media is presenting. Please, anything you see them present, go and dig. There is give yourself respect. I just to do whitewash paint on the dark wall. Let me go to I tell Edo people, Mr. Niger Watch has done you a world of good. All the people he listed, I have already shown in APC PDP. Anyone that Labour Party, like I said, all the parties in Nigeria are safe. And let's focus on one. Please, of the good people that have come out to express themselves, how good they are. People like Mr. Osifo, people like all of them, Paul, please. If you are well-meaning, you all should gather together and save Edo State. Edo is about 5 million people. Netherlands, no, it's not Netherlands. Switzerland is 8.7 million. A little bit more than you guys. And they don't have what you have. Their GDP is 870 billion. So with Edo, all these wonderful people that came out to express that they are able and capable, each and every one of you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Including
thank you.
The others, you can do it. So gather one,
thank you.
Do your own coalition, push and make Edo great. Vote one man, and you push to the light. I rest it there. Thank you.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We have Madam Rita on the phone. Madam Rita, good evening to you, man. Please talk to us. Good evening to you. Go ahead, man.
Hello, Mr. Abbas, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. And then my lovely mommy, Diasra, good afternoon. I've just been off and on in this show. I'm looking for it, and I hope to be able to join later if it's not too late. One of the reasons why I called, I think, in my off and on entry was when I was listening to what Mr. Omori was saying. Mr. Omori, I know you're listening, Gamosa. But however, there's something I need to address. What you said, you were kind of warning me, or rather, notifying me that I wouldn't like if somebody spoke to me, the way you felt I spoke to you. Sir, just listen to me. I was criticizing you for your actions when Edo State people were crying. You were silent. I also mentioned my friend, Mr. Ishola Semota, as well. So I don't understand what you mean by what you say. And I can sense, something behind your word, like, how dare a woman talk to me? I would speak to you. This show is not about gender-based or who is older than who. You don't know me and I really don't know you. But however, sometimes people, you need to take criticism because you know very well, what I was saying was the truth. You never came out when people were crying in Edo State. I can't even remember if you came out every time, but all of a sudden you show up for the same person who doesn't care about Edo people, brought his stooge or cover up for him, and you are supporting it, and tomorrow you say you're not in PDP or APC. Excuse me, sir, where are you? You're not even sitting on the fence. I don't even know where you are sitting. Perhaps in the cloud. Come out and be straight with us. You are the Esther man. And what Mr. Dr. Akpoti was talking about is exactly what you are practicing. Many people, and I keep telling the Esther people, I'm going to keep repeating it. Do not allow yourselves to be used in this election. Do not allow yourself to be stupid. Do not allow yourself to be used in such a way that people will start to look down like you people don't have sense. Please, my people. Please, my people. Please vote for Akpata. And Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much. I really respect you. Thank you very much for saying, at this point, with all these confessions going in left, right, and center, Tinubu and the rest. Please, Olumide Akpata, if you are listening, I wish I ever had your number to tell you, like, listen, you need to call a meeting now. Call all the affected people. Sit down and bring them together. Forget Abure, because that man is inconsequential. Without due respect to him, but really, he's really inconsequential in the scheme of things. But please, Olumide Akpata, let us not split the vote, because Obaseki is playing a very dirty political game, and I know it. What I saw in 2020 is what is playing out again in 2024. I will try as much as possible to open your eyes so that you will not be deceived again, so that people will not use emotional intelligence on you, so that people will not use the notion of equity and fairness on you, because that is a very deceitful
Thank you.
that Obaseki is using. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. God bless everybody.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless Edo State.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Please, sir, can I respond to Mr. Chimeze, please, sir? You mentioned my name.
Hold on. I'm handovering the platform back again to Mr. Jonathan, so you'll be the one to permit that. And before that, Patty Solomon, thank you very much for your super chat. God bless you. I appreciate you. Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. You have the floor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Mr. Jonathan,
Alex,
please, can I be granted some time?
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Chimeze, I will respond to you because I know you are a layman in this field. With respect, sir. A layman is not an insult. It's just the right word. Even me, I can be a layman in agriculture. I can be a layman in medicine. But I will learn from a doctor. Or I will learn from a professional a Greek person. So you cannot, no matter how positive you are, you can't tell a sitting president that you people may bring down his presidency, or it may bring down his presidency. You should go and check Boko Haram, what they did since 12 years to 14 years. What are you saying? I didn't listen to the video. How did you know I did not listen to the video? You are being biased, sir. You are being sentimental. And as for Obaseki, who you keep supporting, you don't live in Edo State. I challenge you. Come to Edo State. You will live in my house. Come and spend 1 week. I will take you around the state. And your mentality will change. Forget about the social media development you are seeing. Edo is like, it's like a glorified bush, a glorified village. When it rains, you cannot drive, you can't move. People are complaining, and there was a 30 billion naira water storm project to address erosion under Oshomole. Who was the head of Oshomole economic team? Obaseki. Who helped him borrow that money? Obaseki. Why did Obaseki not probe Oshomole? Oshomole came out to threaten. If you probe me, I will say my own side of the story. Nigeria was carried that news about a year ago. So don't say what you don't know. Don't stay in America or Canada or UK to argue with people who are at the source. I'm trying so hard to have a respect for you. You keep doing this.
Thank you.
We fought for you to have OT in Abia State. Join us and let Olumide Akpata become the governor. We need another Abia State in Edo State. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Thanks. I think we have Mr. Chris Dublin. You're welcome, sir. How are you doing today?
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you. And
you have the floor.
Yeah. Hope you are doing well also.
Yes.
Thank you for anchoring this program this evening. Mr. Njawaj, good evening. I know you are listening to us at the background, and thank you so much for the carefully selected information that you usually bring to us on this platform. Yeah, the carefully selected news, the issues that are current. The way you just bring all of them together, I think you deserve a lot of credit, which people have already given to you. And the people on the comment section, good evening to you all. Thank you for all you do. And thank you for keep re-echoing our voices and giving different nuances to whatever we say here. And Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you. And we greet you, we appreciate you. And the people on the panel with me, I think we are just 4 on the panel. Good evening to you all. Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Kingsley, I already greeted you before. And our erudite, Mr. Alex, good evening to you. Well, I think, I think the videos that Mr. Njawaj played and the articles that you read, and these are contemporary issues that are bedeviling our polity today. And as those videos they have actually captured the essence of the political temperature of the country as at now. As for what Buba Galadima said, I will not break a sweat about that because that is usually their style. I just only, once in a while, I only pity Tinubu in the sense that he might be the president, but we know that the powers that be, because there are some people that think that they have the authority and the ability to do whatever they wish with Nigeria. Yeah, despite the way Tinubu came in, but the truth has to be said when it needs to be said. I think that's what Mr. Alex was doing. And I also remember when Tinubu fell, like I was having a chat and I defended that chat that people should not make it, they should not politicize that falling because there are so many things that could have made somebody to fall. So we should know when to draw the line when it's politics. Mr. Alex, thank you again for that clarification. And what people fail to understand is this. When we talk about Nigeria, if we keep talking about the British and we leave out the Fulanis, it's very funny to me. Because if we know the history clearly, just like the British came from the south, that was how the Fulanis came from the north. Even before the British came, the Fulanis, they've already conquered the Hausas and the Bagis and the Birom and the other people who were already Nigerians, who were already occupying this geographical space called Nigerians. The Fulani came and they took over their culture and everything, just like the British came. It's just that the difference between the British and the Fulanis is that the British, they are white. We can easily say that these people are not one of us. So that is why we don't tend to see the Fulanis like that. They still have that conquest mentality in the north. That is why in Edo State, we are talking about rotational government. In 14 of those states in the north, the Fulanis are the governors and the power don't rotate. It is always the Fulani man. And in most of these states, they are the minority. It is always them since 1999. A few people don't know. Look at Adamawa, look at Sokoto, look at Kaduna, look at Kano, look at Kebbi, look at Yobe. Always them. They don't even rotate it amongst the other people. Even if it goes to another geographical region, it still has to be the Fulani. Can you explain that out of the 19 northern states, 14 of them, they are there? That is conquest. If you are talking about colonialism, those are the kind of things you have to look at. And that is why somebody like Nnamdi Kanu will ever remain a thorn in their flesh, because it was this man that actually tried to expose whatever illegal arrangement that was going in the country. Because these arrangements, they threatened to spread it to the south through the Ruga and the, whatever they call it, the waterway bill. That's, thank God, people stood against. And that's why some of us still have this, and what will I say? We still have this diatribe against Governor Obaseki. Because how dare him? He wants to give 20% of Edo State's land for Ruga. My God. So things like that will never make people like us to ever look the way of Obaseki or any other person that he will be representing or that will be coming through him. So still talking about Fulani, Mr. Alex, I would like to differ from you a little on his method. You say you didn't agree with his method. Revolution does not have a standard method. You just do it anyhow it comes to you. And when people say that he was too aggressive or he was violent, no. There's no peaceful revolution. There's no peaceful change. That's how changes happen. They just happen the way they are. Happens as in line with contemporary issues, the kind of governance you have in your country. Those are the things that determine the trajectory. And still talking about Edo State politics, the videos Mr. Najawash played, it's clear. It's some of the things that some of us are championing on this channel every time. We try to expose the inadequacy, the reason why Aswe Udalo is not fit for the job. And while Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party, represented by Peter Obi, is the direction that we ought to go in Edo State. But people think we are playing politics. That is just an independent voice speaking to the issues. How come what is his name, Aswe Udalo, he's using the Labour Party paraphernalia to campaign, and yet they tell us the Labour Party has no structure in the states. We know a fellow that used to come here to tell us that the only two people in the race is the PDP and the APC. But we have seen today that the Labour Party, like we said, is a force to reckon with. Mr. Njawaj made this clear succinctly on Sunday that the Labour Party is a threat as long as this Edo State election is concerned. The facts are there, the figures are there. So let nobody dispute this. That's why I said yesterday that if not for the little skirmishes, in-party fighting in the Labour Party and little distractions here and there, by 12 o'clock on September 21, Olumide Akpata will be declared the winner. And it is at this juncture, I want to join Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan. Like I've always told you before, I enjoy your points. We need you on board. We need you on board. I've said it several times, almost every time I make presentation here. We all have to draw on the same direction. What we want, we have all agreed that the APC and PDP, they are out of the equation. That means in 80%, we are already looking at the same direction. So the 20% now is the direction where we ought to go. And that brings me to another quote that Mr. Alex made, that the children of Issachar, they had understanding of the time, but he didn't finish. And the Bible said they had the understanding of the time, and they know the direction that Israel ought to go. And it is Olumide Akpata that knows the direction. He doesn't only have the understanding of the time, he also knows the direction that Edo State has to go, just like the children, just like a child of Issachar, one of the 12 tribes of Judah. So Edo State, most of these politicians, they have understanding of the times. They know that we need good roads. They know that we need electricity. They know that we need schools. They know that we need hospitals. They know that we need other infrastructures, markets, transport, and everything. But they don't know the direction where we ought to go. Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party knows this, and he knows the direction that we ought to go. And that is what differentiates him from every other candidate. How do I know this? Because he has done this before and he can do it again. He knows the direction. We have to allow him to lead Edo State. We just have to allow him to lead Edo State so that we can get to that direction that we ought to go. We may not be able to do it in 4 years. We may not be able to do it in 8 years, but let's be on that road. Let's be on that road. Let's be on that trajectory. But the way the state is now, we have not even faced where we are supposed to go. We are not looking at the direction we ought to go. It's all about one man knows it all. You are doing everything all by yourself. One leg here, one leg there. And the answer that is even bringing, let Edo Lights know that for 16 years, this man has not voted. Does this man really care about you? If somebody that is interested in the political development of Edo State, how come he's just registering for the first time, allegedly? But that is the news. And I've heard this news before, but I'm surprised that one of the people that Nigerians played their videos today also mentioned the same thing. And it's no lesser person than Philip Shaibu. That is why I'm even quoting this for the first time. It is just this last voters revalidation that the man registered for the first time. Does this man really, is he really a politician? Is he playing the politics? Does it mean well for the people? You've been in the corridors of power for 16 years and you don't have a voter's card. Then all of a sudden you want to rule the state. Things are not done like that.
Round up, Mr. Chris.
Yes, I'm just rounding up now. Things are not done like that. So I don't like the issues before you. They are all clear, just like Madam Origin said, that this is about Edo Lights. It is about us. It is about us as a people. All hands, we all need all hands on deck to defeat these people, because if we don't unite together and speak as a voice, one voice, the power is going to end up with either the APC or the PDP. And God forbid, we should never allow any of these evil. They are not lesser evils. They are both evils of equal dimensions. The only difference, the clear difference, is Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. He knows, he understands what is happening, he knows what is going on, and he knows the direction. Like the child of Issachar, he knows the direction that Edo State ought to go. And good evening, Nigerians. Please take again Edo State. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. Thanks for
Mr. Joe,
Mr. Joseph, can we interject or make references?
Yeah, you want to? You have one. You can do that.
Yes. Somebody wrote me something on my private chat. Okay, let me tell you. If as a social scientist, by the grace of God, if you make such a statement, if I'm a state governor, if you can listen or if you can go back, have a throwback, no matter how angry we are against Obaseki, no matter how irritated we are, no matter how we criticize, we can never use words like we will bring down his government. That's an elected authority. Like what Galadima is saying, that this can bring down Tinubu's government. You can't use that. And you're even giving an example of the major problem of the country since 12 years ago. That means you know something. If I was a governor, like the question said, what I'm going to do is this. If I find out this thing in a week later, my commissioner for information is gone, is sacked. If I find it in 2 hours time, this person has to be interrogated, he has to be kept, and after the interrogation, he has to be placed on watch list. We have to investigate him properly. That's a threat to a state or to a nation. It's equivalent to treasonable felony to a president of a nation. You can't make such comment on a live program. So I will not blame I don't want to say illiteracy or lack of education or lack of awareness of many people. That is a profound statement. What are you talking about? If I'm the governor, I will sack my commissioner for information for lacking intelligence. If I find out myself in a week later, if I find out in 24 hours, he's still being a problem. Because the intelligence unit has to get that guy in custody to question him what he meant by those things. We want to know his affiliations. Who is he to say that? So if it happens at a state level, so if I'm the president, he will not leave that studio. He won't leave. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. If you act that way, you will be acting in a military.
No. We will not arrest him. We will face questions. He's not military. We will face questions. I said he will be placed on a watch list. We want to investigate him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we had time today to speak for a longer, spend longer minutes than usual because we are fewer on the platform today. So let's do our final rounds today. Mr. Black Panther, for I think 5 minutes each will be fine. Mr. Black Panther.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can do your
thank you.
Submission.
Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody. Thank Nigeria Watch for that video of that brother. I guess that brother must be from the south of the country. I've heard him once in a program, and I was amazed of what he was speaking about. I was trying to what his voice and the way he put his statement very down at, I glued to my TV and I listened to him clearly. Today it's like a supersonic bomb that he brought out that me myself I couldn't really articulate before, but today he has widened my scope of understanding that, because we have been trying to say that and we've been saying it, but we have not tagged a name to it. Today he tagged a name to it, and that name has shown, and that means we all have been collectively analyzing it with our heart, not just because we feel like, but with our heart. But I just want to thank you once again. I want to thank Nigeria Watch to always play that thing, because that thing is something that can make every Nigeria grounded and get his sense back. It's a gradual process of knowing your mistake and trying to rectify it as quick as possible, quick, so that you don't get things damaged more. And I want to say here, that is why my other thing I said, Mr. Jonathan, this is the time for us to do an alignment, a progressive, patriotic alignment, so that we don't do a fundamental mistake, because we will all blame ourselves in one way or the other. It's like that. And we have no option. All of us will be held responsible for any miscalculation in this delicate hour that we are now. And I want to say here, what my brother Alex said was fundamentally right. See, there are some fundamental things you don't say in public, whether you don't like the president or not, you don't say something that might lead to you, aligning you with one thing, a big crime against a sitting president who everybody is looking up to in Nigeria. So I believe what he has said, and I'm 100% with what Mr. Alex has said concerning that. And I want to say here, if I want to pull our mind back on Galadima when he was the spokesperson of Buhari. There was a statement he made. He said, I and Buhari, we were with Gaddafi. I don't know if people remember that statement. They were with Gaddafi. And they said some kind of things when Gaddafi was really giving them funds to do some of their things. These Arab nations. He said it. I will find that video out and I'll give it to Nigeria to play here. He said it. And he said, I know Buhari. Buhari is a straightforward person, but at the long run, he did not know Buhari. Or maybe I would say it was a planned work. Because from what he has said now, that means he knows much more about Boko Haram. Because what he has said now is a statement that is very key to national security. And they need to pull him out for questioning. Because when you speak everything and you now align it with the insurgent, with those rascals doing harm to the Nigerian people and nailing their people down, you have to bring him for questioning. Because you have to, as a security guys need to, pull the network together and get how he links all the insurgents so that they can know actually whether he is one of the top notch of the insurgent or not. Because we know that we're saying the governor and some top notch are the generals of the insurgent Boko Haram. So we need to go into it. And I want to say here to the Edolite, we know that we have suffered enough. I'm not going to say homeboy. We have been trying to say it, but they rebuked us. What we say is an Edo person. And Edo people have the right to aspire for the position. But what we know here, if you want to rebel against a good man that you have not found guilty of any crime, that have come with a clean hand and have toiled in Edo State and have contributed immensely to the educational level of Edo State and has participated, schooled in Edo State, and he knows the Edo State, and he knows things that are going wrong, and he has offered himself for service to his father's land. Then we should do that extra eye on him and forget these rebellious children that put themselves in APC and PDP. They are rebellious. They are rebelling against Edo State. That's who they are. They are rebelling. How can we see somebody that brought our state down and we still go there and say, oh, it's individual? If you are clean, will you go to an unclean place? If you are clean, will you go to an unclean place? That's the question I ask every Edolite, please, I beg you all, vote Olumide Akpata. Let's converge together and make history of change in our state. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just want to quickly, Mr. Black Panther, thanks for your submission. I just want to quickly, kind of reiterate what I said earlier. I responded to that comment, and also Mr. Chris Dublin also, alluded to your own comment, again, and my response is the same. I did mention that if you are that collaboration is the key. When you talk collaboration is what is needed, and it is on the other side. In this case now, it is on the Labour Party that will come out and call for collaboration. That is how it works in politics. Even in life, generally speaking, that's how it works. So it is on them to come out, because if someone like myself, I'm not supporting the Labour Party candidate, I have my reasons, and then tomorrow morning I start supporting him, what has changed? You will ask me the question. As an intelligent person, you will ask me the question. Everything that has been said is on record. Everything that I have said, that you have said, is on record. So if anything changed, the question is, what is that thing? So you don't just bounce back and say for the sake of, no, it will be unintelligent. That is why it is incumbent on the Labour Party to come out and say, these are the issues, these are the grievances. This actually did not happen. These are the, so you can now say, okay, this is what has changed. Because the person in question has addressed it personally, has addressed the people that are directly involved also. And I used the case, of course, which you are all aware, I used the case of 2023, the 5 governors of the PDP, how Atiku thought it was just a play, but at the end of the day, we all know as they always say, the rest is history. We know what happened. So I would just leave it at that. I believe in collaboration. That's what politics, at the end of the day, is all about. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
thank you.
Your 5 minutes. You have the floor. Please go ahead.
Yes, let me give you a little history to back what I said before. In 2017, the Libyan fractional or successional government, they have 2 governments in Libya. I think one is in Tripoli and Benghazi. One of them was accusing France because of the role the NATO forces played in destroying Libya and killing Gaddafi. They were accusing France under Sarkozy then that Libyan leader Gaddafi gave Sarkozy 70 million euros for elections. And it was true that the money was taking cash from Libya via the sea to France. That the money has accumulated into $500 million as of then. Because this happened many years before then. So that France is owing them. Because it has become a national problem, and they were threatening France that if they wouldn't pay this money, they are going to face consequences. And since September 11, the Western world do not joke with such threats, especially from an Arab-speaking Islamic countries. They went into investigation. They had to squeeze Sarkozy. Sarkozy was in the supermarket. They didn't even invite him. They whisked him off with his suit for 30 days. He was with the French police for 30 days, answering questions about that 70 million euro he took from Gaddafi. 30 days he was squeezed because it has become a matter of national security and international relations. They had to settle that matter off here. The matter died a natural death. I'm sure they spoke behind Libyan government, and the French government came to an agreement that the world never knew about. So there are issues you don't just joke with. Pointing back to Galadima, why he should not leave that studio. He will leave later. If I was the leader, you can, no matter the advice you are passing, and no matter what you are saying, no matter how crazy we are against Obaseki, we can't say, I will bring down his government. Guys, you've crossed the line. An elected authority. That's a big red line. You don't cross it. You don't cross it. So, Buba Galadima right now, I want the intelligence unit of DSS or SSS or whatever, they need to do something about it. I'm not surprised if it goes scot-free. We have Shehu Gumi, who knows all the terrorists. We had Malam Erufai, who went to go and meet terrorists and gave them money. We've had all these things going on. So these questions the foundation of the country called Nigeria. Is there a country or there's no country? Are some people more Nigerian than some people? So that's my point. And I want to call on my Eastern brothers. I want to make appeal to you. I beg you in the name of God. It's a simple appeal. Niger Watch, my Edo brother, was on this platform morning, noon, and night, on his toes, during obedient movement. Peter Obi is not from Edo State. He was not going to be an Edo president, but we loved him because of his character, his qualities, his antecedents, his nature, the way he sold himself to us. We embraced him and we gave birth to the obedient movement in Edo State. Part of the campaign activities on social media gave birth to Alex Oti becoming a governor in Abia State. And we are calling on the Eastern brothers who are voters in Edo State to replicate and reciprocate this gesture to us. We need it now. Labour Party in Abia State and in all the Eastern states, your brothers and sisters in Edo State that have voters card, we need your help now to deliver our candidates. The way we help the Edos in Abia and some parts of East help to deliver the Labour Party in Abia State. I beg you guys, you are going to need us back again. You know how forceful we are, how original and how organic we are. When a Edo man is with you, he will follow you to the cross. When a Edo woman is with you, she will follow you to the cross. So long you are straightforward, Edos don't betray people. This is the first time we are experiencing betrayal in the government of a PDP, Obaseki, who gave us all sorts of, campaign lies. I wouldn't call them manifestos. At the end of the day, Edo is like a bush. When it rains, you can't drive. Fulani herdsmen invaded Edo State and the governor kept quiet. He supervised the activities because nobody was arrested. If you arrest anybody, a call allegedly will come from the governor's office and it will be released because Ruga money was given to some state, and allegedly my governor also and Phyllis Shaibu was part of that state who collected money from Buhari. So we've never had the traitorship nature in our blood as Edo people. So my brothers and sisters in the East who live in Edo State, who got voters card, talk to yourselves. Edo State need you. We want to have 24 hours electricity. We want to have good roads. We want to have a governor like Alex Oti, who is going after the past government, who also promised to build airports, 10 billion naira. He has already traced that money to 32 accounts. This is in the public domain. So we need a governor who will be a departure of the status quo antebellum. We need a governor who is coming to say, okay, it's enough. APC and PDP is enough. We've had enough since the so-called democracy. We've not had peace in Edo State. It's PDP and APC everywhere. Now, Olumide Akpata is a breakaway from that trajectory, and we must do it now. Edo State people, let's unite. Mr. Jonathan, I love you, and I want you to be one of us. Please, I'm not forcing you. I'm not damaging your own candidate, but I know you are material. I'm also reaching out to you as my respected brother. Please, we need you on board. Do this for us, and we will never forget you. These are how, alliances are formed, and nations build friendship. We cannot live in isolation. We need everybody on board now to deliver Edo State from the shackles of this Gogo Metusawa and this the crackon of the ancient Roman Empire. We are tired of this. We've never had a government disrespect directly or indirectly our royal palace. We've never had a government abandon our market women and leave them to the scorching heat of the sun. And I mean, it's a mess in Edo State. Forget about what you see on media. It's a mess. Civil servants are building, and minimum wage is not the end of the world. So as usual, I want to say good night. Hasta la vista to you all. This is Mambo Logomaki once again. And my Logomaki, I live here without Logo Apata. Mr. Jonathan, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Thanks for your submission. That was brilliant. Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris Dublin. Oh my God. Mr. Chris, are you there?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, it's your time now. You have the floor. 5 minutes for the final submission. Thank you.
Okay. Once again, thank Nigerians. I thank you all for listening to us. Mr. Jonathan, thank you for anchoring the program. And like I said before, well, I think Mr. Jonathan, the angle you have to look at it from is this. You can see since we've been campaigning, we've not really bothered to throw any jab below the belt on the YPP candidates. I believe it's not a teamwork. It's just the kind of people we are that are supporting Olumide Akpata. Yeah, we throw jibes, but not below the belt. And we don't just come talking about the YPP candidate or because we want to talk about him. Our focus has been on the PDP. Our focus has been on the destruction that Obaseki orchestrated on the state. And our focus has been that this destruction, they must be unraveled in their full totality. For example, you couldn't have taken 30 billion naira. How much? It couldn't have been a part of that arrangement. And at the end of the day, you, as part of your campaign promises, you promised you were going to look into that, and you came to power, you swept that under the carpet. The reason I'm actually bringing this up is this. There were other many campaign promises that he said he was going to do. For example, the Gelegele seaports. It is easy for people to tell us that it doesn't, building a seaport takes a long time. It can take forever. We agree. But if he knows it's going to take forever, why did he not tell the people that, look, I'm going to start building you a seaport? Why did he not say that? And the reason I'm also bringing, the second reason I'm bringing that, okay, if it takes so long to be able to build a seaport, so what about probing of that 30 billion naira? It's just one of the many campaign promises. How long does that take? Did you even start any probe at all in the first place? No, he didn't. He was part of this arrangement. It is all deceit. It is all about emotional intelligence that this man is using on us. He told us clearly then that the Godfather, they say, me I bring a do money, may we share. I say, I don't want share. That is why they are after me. And that is the last thing an Edoma wants to hear. And because of that, everybody said, no, this is not possible. We are going to rally around you. Go to any political party that you like. I was taken aback for once that even when it was rejected in the APC, went to the PDP. I was just laughing. I said, Edolites, no, I don't enter one chance with this man. He went to the PDP. The way Edolites were behind him, if he had gone to a party that's even unknown, no-name party, Obaseki would still have won that election. But he knows his game. He has his acts right. He knows exactly what he's doing. He wants to remain in power by all means. The reason I'm laying this emphasis is that that is what he wants to do with Aswan Ighodalo, because he wants to remain in power by all means. That is why he's bringing in his trusted confidant. And people talk about justice, equity, fair play, or whatever they call it. I think justice begins from the person you are advocating that justice from. What was the process that threw up Obaseki, Aswan Ighodalo? What was the process like when all the other candidates, they were all trampled upon, they were all stopped from contesting? Can you tell me a PDP gubernatorial primaries, it wasn't strongly contested in Edo State? That is unheard of. But Obaseki silenced all oppositions. And that's the beginning, that's the origin of Philip Shaibu's problem with him, nothing more than that. And people come and tell us about equity, justice, and fair play. It is Obaseki's third term. We warned in 2020. We are still warning again. We are warning again that Obaseki is not the direction to go, because he himself, he doesn't know the direction to go. If he has done so well, like that man said, as people campaign with quality people on their in their party, how can you be using the obedience to be campaigning for in the PDP election? How does that work? These are all deception from the pit of hell. They have to be original in their campaign promises, in their campaign strategy. And that is why I keep saying that they know what the problem is, but they don't know the direction that they ought to go. That is the difference Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party brings to the equation.
Thank you.
My sincere desire, I want to join with every other person that has spoken on this issue, that the Labour Party, they should look for a way to talk to their aggrieved members of the Labour Party. We can see these people, they are good people on their own, on their individual basis. But people are pushed to do what they are not supposed to do by ambition. So let's bring everybody on board. But it's Olumide Akpata, the election is yours to lose. It is yours to lose, actually, because everything is set, the stage is set. You have the clouds, you have the know-how, you have the goodwill of the people. Please, let's get these things done once and for all. Edolites, let's join together to kick out the twin evil of the APC and the PDP. Vote Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party in September Edo State gubernatorial election. Thank you so much, and good evening, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. Thank you very much. I think we've made our final submission. I just want to end, on this note, on the statement made by Mr. Tinubu earlier today. Or was it yesterday or today? When he talked, I didn't want that to just slide away. I really want to add it to the discussion. Even though we've been talking about Edo State, I just want to make sure that we also highlight this. I don't know what to call it.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Before you highlight that one, I want to inform Niger Watch that the state governor of Rivers State has finally taken control of the state fully. I have all the videos. Each local government has been taking over. by the state government because they said they are not going to live there. But the people came out. That's democracy. They came out and booted them out, took the chairman, threw them out. With police were sometimes against the people, but people forced themselves in and threw them out. That is democracy for you. Your tenure is over. Get out. They went to court for court to extend it. They said that is against the constitution they gave you. Get out. They went out now. All of them went out. That's a very big event. If you see that event, you will laugh and laugh and laugh and say, yes, Rivers, now get mine.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's good. That's good. He said they butchered them out. That's good. You know, the issue, what I was saying earlier on about Mr. Tinubu was that he was saying that Nigeria is not the only country facing poverty. And I believe it's one of our ladies here, Madam Rita. She will say, is it Mr. Elvis? They say, yeah, Mr. Elvis. You say, see finish. That is total, because I don't know how to describe it. You know, you are comparing your country, your citizens with poverty. You can't use any other measure, any other indices like education, like, you know, better things. Poverty. So if other people in other countries, if they are poor, so your own people, must they be poor too? To the level where poverty, they are multi-dimensional poverty, over 100 million, over 120 million Nigerians are living in multi-dimensional poverty. And you are comparing your own citizens, your own people, saying that it is all well. After all, there are poor people. Yes, there are poor people. Must your own people also be poor? Can't you compare Nigerians, make comparison with, you know, other things in terms of development, research and development, education, inventions, and all the other things is poverty. And you are proud to say that. So shameful. So shameful. And that's it. I come back to the submission, you know, that comment again today. You have intelligent people that are stupid. Education has got nothing, absolutely nothing to do with it. It is just pure stupidity. Thank you. Thank you very much, fellow panelists. I really appreciate everyone. Mr. Elvis.
Okay, well, thank you, sir.
Mr. Elvis. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the opportunity. I greet you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
For information, they bring down UK statue.
Yes, I say where they break your head.
They break your head.
Where they break your head. I say, you know, listen, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. When you continue to do something and you believe that, you know, you are I don't know, you have all the power in the world. There's an expiring date to everything, you know. So Wike is gradually fading away. It's very unfortunate that the same state where you've managed to win so many hearts, who usually or previously believed so much in you, but now they are stoning you, laying curses on you. This is one of the things I talk about here all the time. That how do you want to be remembered, or what do you want people to remember you for? When you are living your life today, you believe you own heaven and earth, not that they happen. Listen, you know, I don't know. Tell me now, in Rivers State, when you mention Wike's name, people are spitting. You see? And you are still alive. People are already spitting when they hear your name. You are still alive. How do you feel? You know, how do you feel about that? Do you think the money you have in your account can overshadow that? No, it cannot. And yes, every one of us need this money. We need everybody. Nobody can live without money. But still, you cannot bring down your own integrity just because of money. All the money you have in your account now, what do you need them for? All the houses you are building today, how many rooms are you going to sleep, you know, in the house? It's crazy. When I saw how people were breaking his head and all this, I was like, wow, it has come to this. And I saw different people coming out now that all the local government chairman or whatever, they are taking over and all that, and nobody can dare challenge them. The same people that Satanic Wike fighting for are the same people that is secretly empowering these people to fight Wike back now. He's not aware because he's blind. He can't see. Yes, for anybody to come out hitting their chests like this, not they happen, you know that there's a power from the federal that is secretly supporting these people already. Say, me gonna beat her, not worry, we not go talk put, and they not go see anything do you. Beat her, me gonna beat her. That is the situation right now. You know, so when you choose Satanism, any friends you make in the process will be temporary friend. None of them is permanent friend. Yes, because obviously everybody is a suspect. Or you want to tell me now, for example, that armed robbers trust themselves? Or you're telling me now that kidnappers trust themselves? No, they don't trust themselves. Because if you can take other person's life for my presence, and you say we'll be friends, and we are doing the same job, I don't feel trust you, Oga, not your face. I don't feel trust you. That's the thing. So I just hope many will learn from this to understand that nothing lasts forever. Live a good life. Even though nobody is standing with you, just live a good life. Build a good name for yourself, even though you and I know that nobody is perfect. Along this line, you will make mistake. You will make mistake, and at the end of the day, people will still talk down on you and all that. As long as it's a mistake, it's a mistake. What is unacceptable is a deliberate act. When you are deliberately doing something and you are deliberately defending it. Yes, but if it's a mistake, it's a mistake. That's why you're not perfect. But look at Wike today. The same Wike that is there. Can he sing that Yedeba again now in River State? You see, power is transient. Nothing lasts forever. Many of you listening to me today, how are you treating your gate man, your house help, your nannies, your cook, your driver? How do you treat them? Do you have a guide for them? How do you treat these fellow human beings close to you, your colleague at work? Do you have a guide? Do you care? Because some of us just have some money in our account. We just believe that we own the world. Any other thing that step on my way, I'll crush them. I'll crush them. Not be just this life. So, do you know how painful it is whenever you think that, yes, everything that I'm working so hard for today, somehow, someday, you will leave and leave all of them behind? Do you know how painful it is? Have you ever thought about it? If yes, how do you feel when you think about it? Say, everything I'm laboring for now, there will be a day. There will be one day. That day. Listen, guys. Live a good life. You know, I don't know how to put it on. I've been preaching this all the time here. But I could not change my submission all the time to become a perfect man. I've never told you guys I'm a perfect man, but I've lived a good life and I'm still living a good life all my life. All my life. You see all these shout for you. Once you don't shout and finish, you don't end the show. I don't carry anybody for my mind though. I don't move on. Never. That make me like my brother Blank Patati today. And few others of the panel that we've attacked each other heavily. They are with me. These are the kind of people you can eat in the same plate with. People know they carry something for heart. Your correspondence of people who carry on, like say the world have ended. Don't be this small life, so listen, guys, don't be doing that. Don't. Anything you have in mind, please always talk about it. If you keep up for mind, it's not good. Talk am. Talk am, make we iron am out. If now your husband they mess you up, talk to him. If now your wife, talk to him. If now your friend, your colleague at work, you have normal anybody, always speak out. Look at where we are today. You know, we can't continue like this, my people. Nothing is working in Nigeria. There's so much hatred in the land. Tribalism have destroyed us all. You know, everybody now believe on their ethnic trace. It's wrong. It's wrong. We can't continue like this. Look where we are. Tinubu is ruling today. Many of you that is crying today, unfortunately, many people that is crying today, I'm 80% of the people that supported Tinubu. You are seeing some of them saying, oh, I voted for him. I regretted voting for him. You don't know before. We not tell you. Did you listen? You didn't. But look where we are. But you know the beauty side of it is that now all of us they share them. If maybe the tickle affect only us now, we not support them for pay me, but not everybody. Now they don't tell us that in Nigeria, make una quiet. Not be alone and they suffer for this world. Not be alone and they face poverty. Shut up your mouth, my friend. Manage the poverty the way it is. You don't tell us today now. So what are you going to do about that? Because we tell you now. Hatred and ethnicism not let us choose the right person that can give us a better country. Are you aware that the people that is ruling us in the UK here, I don't know their names. So my local chairman or whatever, local government chairman or whatever, I don't know their names. Guess what? Almost all Nigerians in Nigeria now don't know the names of all their leaders because of suffering. We know them. We know how much that they receive. We know everything. Everybody's now paying attention to everything. I don't know people with the room for UK apart from Sunak, just the prime minister. Every other person, I'm not interested. I don't have any business to be checkmating them now. What for? I'm not interested. You know, even though we know they are not perfect, but trust me, UK is conducive for me and my family, man. Tell me what is working in Nigeria right now. Tell me one thing. Well, just one thing. Yeah, you satanic person that is listening to me now. I know so they shake your head now. You look me. But within your heart, you know you can deceive us, but you can't deceive God and yourself. Tell me right now what is working. Everybody are in excruciating situation right now in Nigeria. It's crazy. It's crazy. I thank God that social media have given us the opportunity to express our voices here every day. Just imagine, say this voice, na NTA, AIT, TVC, Arise, or channels that want to go to beg, they say, I beg. They're going to say, let us talk small. Therefore, make life difficult for all of us. So what are you going to talk about? They will censor everything, finish. But social media is taking over the world. Guys, if you are listening to me, continue to speak. You don't have to speak on my platform. It may not be like, say, if they think and they go one side that are selfish. Speak in anywhere. Put your voice out there, anywhere. Anywhere you know so you belong, but speak rather than being quiet. You don't want to talk, you don't want to talk, you don't want to offend anybody. Many people that have been in that categories before, I don't want to speak, I don't want to die, I don't want to this. Many of them don't die. Yes, many of them don't die already. How long are we going to continue like this? Is Nigeria working? That is the truth. Ask yourself, is the country working? Tell me what is working in Nigeria. Just one thing that is working in Nigeria right now. Nothing is working. And we cannot continue like this. We have to say it how it is. I appreciate every one of my people. I'd like us to go to this quick break. I'm going to try to fix something here. Then I'll come back for the final submission. Thank you. All right, guys. I appreciate every one of you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Let's do what is right. Let's stand for what is right. As you all know that upon all the bad things where many of you don't do, still Nigeria is still not working. So don't you know that it's time for you to stop support what is right? You know, don't you think that it's time for you to support the next person that will give us a better country, a country that you and I can be proud of? Do you think this is good? All of us don't run come off our country, living in various countries. We are pretending that we are having a comfortable life, a comfortable lifestyle where they bully your children at school all the time, a comfortable lifestyle where where your neighbor they use racism, they pursue you left and right, a comfortable lifestyle where you are missing your country but you cannot really visit, a comfortable lifestyle where you build a house in Nigeria, you visit Nigeria, unfortunately you cannot even stay in the house that you built because of insecurity. A comfortable lifestyle where you, in fact, if I have to talk about it, man, if I have to talk about it, listen, let's stop deceiving ourselves. It's not working. It's not working. Thank you very much. I don't know why Mr. Chimize is calling this time. Mr. Chimize, we are closing and you are calling this time. Go ahead.
Yeah,
talk with you. Want we talk, sir. Go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please, there is something like this when we are speaking sometimes. When somebody gives references, you know, like what Alex, he might say anything, he might call me anything, but that's okay.
He didn't call you anything, sir. He didn't call you anything.
I know. It does I understand it. But you see, take yourself away from Kano, their problem. It might bring your presidency down. He didn't say him.
All right.
I hear what that man said. So I don't know why he tried to paint it. See, I understand English. I listened to that man, what he said. He never said him, but he said the problem that in the Kano state, that's what the same thing that they happen in River State now. I don't know. It's when some president they will have influence on some states, which is not right. So let them handle their affairs in their states.
All right.
The president should not come.
Okay, Mr. Chimize. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Like I was saying, my people, I appreciate every one of you. We need to round up right now. I'm happy that we at least for the past 1 week now, we don't meet up to our normal arranged time to end the show. Let me appreciate those of you that came into the platform today. Black Panther, thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, thank you so much for moderating the platform today. That was a huge relief for me. Oga Chris, thank you, sir. Thank you. Oga Chris, you're supposed to moderate someday. No worry. I'll get you unaware. Now you go moderate when you reach. I don't know whether Black Panther don't feel moderate before.
Yeah, I go moderate. Nobody go talk. I'll leave you go use the 3 hours.
No wahala. People did the platform we go counter you now. No wahala. They will stop you. You know, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for coming in earlier on as well. You know, I like the fact that there are a lot of people did come today, but at least the powerhouse was on the platform. I like that. You know, yes, you know, at least the people that could not come here today, they at least they can still learn and still listen from home. It's not easy to be consistent and be here every blessed day. So if you are part of the people that is consistent being here every day, I want to say thank you. You are trying. It's not easy. The same thank you guys are passing to me is what I'm passing to you back. Those of you that supported the channel today, Peggy Monday, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Just Blue Share, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Kingsley Ogeriaki, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Chizoba, thank you very much. And Patty Solomon, thank you very much. Now God bless you now. Our people write down in the comment section. And God bless you. Now people start with Mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all you do. Thank you very much, Martina Ambassi TV. Thank you very much, man, for all you do. I'm grateful. Thank you, Peggy Monday, once again. Thank you so much, Stella myself and do Oriomi Adu. Oriomi Adu, not worry, your link I will send that for you now. Me, not the worry yourself. Florence, okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much, my people right there. Abo Azi, thank you, sir, for all you do. Thank you, Madam Origin. I can see right there. Thank you. Yes, our people that called in, Madam Origin, Madam Rita, and many others that called in. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And Chimize, thank you, sir. Madam I'm bright. I can see you right down in the comment section. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. This was I get there. Destiny. Thank you, Don Faye, and many others. Thank you, my people. We've come to the end of the broadcast. This time is very, very fair for me. So we'll see you guys again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Guys, we're almost 100K. Take us there. Take us to 100K. Subscribe to our channel. Some of you listening to us, you have not yet subscribed. Yes. Although some of you are doing it because of selfishness, say, Laila, you're not going to ever subscribe to her. Listen, if you're part of the people that is doing those things, it's better you stop. In fact, let me put it this way. If you're part of the people that normally say, no, you're not going to ever better for life, that person not go better, maybe the person came to you to help them with money. You say, never. If I give her my money, now you not go, it will go better. And I know what I mean better.
Naija watch. Did you see? Are you there?
Yes.
Did you see the video of the Biafra force and the Nigerian force?
No.
Oh, I'll send you the video. Yes, and you see the kind of weapon that I told you that Nigeria is going to be open to weapons.
No.
I said it one time ago. Yeah.
Weapons is enough. Is enough. That
oh, sorry.
Yes.
I will send you the video.
Let me see if it's something that we can display on air. I want to quickly what I was saying before. Those of you that always say, oh, this person come meet me, you have them in your family anywhere, within your heart, you're just a wicked person. You say, no, I will never, because this person will come better. One thing you don't understand is this. If you do it will be better because you will take the credit. But guess what? If you not do somebody will still do it for them. So this is how I was brought up. For me, once somebody don't approach me, and I know I can do that, I always do it. Yes, I want the blessing to be upon me. Because if you deny the person, somebody else go do it. So the same thing, if you're part of the people that say, I will never subscribe to you, I will just be listening. Listen, people will still subscribe to us. We get subscribers every day. So don't be part of Satanism, all right? So if you have opportunity to lift anybody, always do it, man. Because once you deny them, somebody else go do harm. Then how you will feel? You could look yourself small, right? Less, right? But people, we don't draw the country here. We're not going to shake table again. God, I will bless you. Have a good night, my people. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. Yeah.